Hey, what's up? This is Cecil Ortega. Whoop, 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 what? What's good? And today I kind of wanted to talk about business and basically my viewpoints on business. Business is a very interesting thing because I think that in its natural way, when there's where there's a lot less corruption. It's actually a lot of fun, and and I think in a nutshell, corruption ruins the experience that humans have in business because it's a lot of fun. Business is love based in its foundation, meaning that in an uncorrupt society, business would flourish depending upon the love that you give out. Okay, so the more love that you give would essentially be what business is. People would go to and buy whatever because of the way you make them feel. And it still is applicable today. A lot of companies make a lot of money based upon how they make people feel. This is across the board in business. But people go to and buy your product based upon the way that you make them feel. And it's very simple things. I mean, in a way, even though our society is corrupted, people still kind of follow the same business laws because they're still human beings. So I think the laws of nature will always apply in business regardless of the level of corruption. But definitely in a less corrupt society, business would be solely based on love and based upon needs. What do you need? It wouldn't be based on greed. It would be based on need. Now, there's still a lot of opportunity even in our corrupt society to make a lot of money. Yeah, you can still make a lot of money and you can still have fun doing it because laws of nature still apply even though you have to be a little more sly. Since we are dealing with an aspect of corruption in society, business and business models also have to follow these particular realities. I mean, even though the reality of life is one way, the reality that human beings believe in lies is another way. And it's an aspect of business that you have to take into consideration that, okay, I get it. Reality is this. But do you still have these kind of zombie-like creatures walking around here on this earth who believe in these particular settings? And if you cater to those particular settings to some degree, then you can make a lot of money. That's just the reality of it. So, a lot of times it's about facing reality too. Reality is not always fun. It's like, if you look at it truthfully, there is indeed a bunch of zombie-like creatures walking the face of the earth that believe in lies. Yeah, like that's reality. It'll make you laugh. It'll bring joy to your heart because that's the reality of it. Yeah, you could look at it as a bad thing and be like, but the reality is that's what's happening. So just by understanding and believing what's happening, it'll always bring joy to your heart. Like it doesn't matter how bad it is. You could break down the worst come to worst situations, the worst come to worst people, and if you understand them in a reality setting, if you understand the mechanism of what makes them tip, you will laugh. It doesn't matter how horrible the person is or how horrible the situation is. If you understand it in the course of reality, because reality is a very solution based, obviously if you're able to understand the problem, you're able to understand the solution. Okay, so there is this kind of balance going on here. You just don't get to laugh at the problem and not understand the solution. You have to understand the solution first to see the problem for what it is. How are you going to know how to cure a disease if you don't have the cure already? You have to have the cure already. To offer that kind of assistance. So just because the reality is, the zombies are walking around. But there's open opportunity. So understanding that some of the people, they do believe in lies or whatever, it doesn't still doesn't tank the market potential. Of course, you have to work around this. You have to be honest enough with yourself to realize that, hey, this person does believe in the truth. And they're probably not going to start anytime soon per se. You can influence them, of course, but the reality is that you're probably not going to. And accepting this is could very well put a lot of money in your pocket. So that's just the truth about business, the reality of it. But still, business, even in this zombie society, it's still pretty much love-based. It's still based upon emotions. People, for the most part, generally, and not always, because you still got the zombies walking around. You have to cater to some zombies. Just buy products to that feed their zombiness. Okay, they buy the brains. All right, so zombies buy the brains. All right. What that means is that they want more of the lies that they believe, and that's what they buy, okay? Because those lies feed them the emotion that they're used to. So they may not want love, okay? That's the reality of life. Those zombies don't want love, they want brains, okay? They want ideas and feelings that cater to their evil state of mind, okay? So they want more evil. Some people go, we want the evil. Give us the evil. And you give them the evil and they buy it. Because it's the principle still the same, that people are indeed chasing emotional responses. But the emotional response that they're chasing is not love. They're not looking to feel good. They're actually looking to feel the same. Because they don't want to think. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. They're not willing to come to terms with their mistakes or their belief systems or their mishaps or their wrongdoings or it's really mistake. Some of these zombie people do not mean to be bad people. They think that being bad is being good. And they don't necessarily mean to be bad. Like some of them really don't know any better. I think a lot of them don't know any better. But there's that reality where they're still looking for emotional response, but they're looking at a lower vibration. So if you sell products at a lower vibration with that kind of mind, that okay, indeed, I'm going to cater towards this person's viewpoint on life. You could also make potentially a lot of money, and in a lot of ways probably make more money than you would trying to create products that are love-based. Even though love is health aspect of life, the more love you have, the more physically healthy you're going to be. Not everybody knows this, and not everybody is currently craving physical health. So if you create a product with a lot of love, you may indeed lose out on this customer base that is a little bit more fear-based than love-based. So, that's a whole nother aspect of marketing. And understanding the market, most importantly, to take into consideration. We're catering to different styles of people. So not everybody is in the love market. Unfortunately, there are people in the fear market. And understanding that they crave a fear-based emotion, a lower vibration emotion, in a business setting, it could actually, again, be market potential. But in a regular society or in a regular setting, most people would crave love, and the more love that you have, obviously in a less corrupt society, the more love that you would have would equal market potential. So you would make more money in a healthy society based upon how much love you have. But since we do not necessarily live in a healthy society, understanding that other aspect of life is key. You must play in the realm of reality to make money, because reality, how can you not make money and live in reality? It's impossible, because you understand the market. Once you understand the market, it requires a truthful person to understand the market. That's the truth is the ultimate in life. It doesn't get better in truth. You can do anything with the truth. Okay. That's the beauty of the truth. The truth opens all doors. Okay, all doors become open with the truth. If you believe in the truth or understand the truth, your doors will become open. There will not be any closed doors in your life. Even the doors that people who are fear-based, understanding the market because you believe in truth, you will even be able to touch them. How can you not? Again, so it's really just understanding the market. You just gotta understand the shit, and that's it. Okay, so that's life. But I really just made this video based on business and my perspectives on business. I do consider myself to be a little bit of a world-class marketer. I'm pretty good at this shit. I definitely do this on a high level, but it's just what it is. It's always what I wanted to do. Just here in America, there's just so many restrictions. They make it hard, and it make you go through their little chamber of nonsense to get to some of these like higher paying jobs. And for me, it's just like I never wanted to go to the chamber of nonsense. I never wanted to go to college and learn all their lies and stuff when I'm the college right here. Like I was saying like things that Harvard professors say like at 7 years old. Why do I need to go to college to learn something that I figured out on my own at 7? That's the reality. Like, no, I'm not going to your freaking college and learn your BS information to understand something that I understood at a much younger age. That is just a waste of my freaking time, and I don't care about your money, So I've always had the philosophy of making money on my own, to be an entrepreneur, having my own rules and my own team, doing things on my own standards, because that's what makes life fun. You want to do it your way. Why would you ever want to do it someone else's way? It's just insanity, because you become a slave when you're not working on your own pace. Okay, if you are in a society and you're not able to work on your terms, on your rules, on your standards, you are technically a slave. Okay, you do not have that beautiful thing called freedom. Freedom is doing what you want. Okay, doing what you really, 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 really want. That's freedom. Okay, you do not have that. You're not doing what you really, 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 really want. Okay, so you lack freedom, obviously. So that's something to take into consideration. That's life for you. So, what can I do about it? I'm just one person, right? So, just all it is really is just understanding like that aspect of life, like. It's just freedom. Comes down to it's freedom. All right, you're not free unless you actually have freedom. Okay, you're not free unless you actually have freedom. Unless you have the freedom to do what you actually want to do. That means on a deep level, to actually do what you want to do. You don't actually have freedom. So I've always been a little bit more of a raider. Okay, I've always took more of the Al Davis model of life. You know what I mean? And that's the way you do it. You got to do things on your own terms, your own rules, your own philosophies. And that's what makes life beautiful. That's what makes it worth living. That's what makes it feel wonderful inside. Right now, I feel wonderful inside. So, you're rewarded with happiness. You're rewarded with grace. You everything in life is yours. So, there's no losing. Everything in life is yours. How can you lose if everything in life is yours? It's impossible. So these are my philosophies on business, and hope you enjoy it. I could probably be a coach or something of this nature, and I do offer these services. Feel free to inbox me, DM me, message me, whatever. Facebook, on my page. Yeah, dude. Instagrams me, anything. That's C_skills with an S. Yeah, dude. Come check Cecil's out, son. Yeah, and learn some of this good knowledge and pay for it. Alright. It's been Cecil Ortega. Give me some money, right? Yeah, it's Cecil Ortega, and yeah, I just have fun, enjoying myself. Yeah, I have learned a lot of these trade secrets and stuff. And I'm willing to hawk them to you for cash. That's just the reality of the game. So yeah, feel free to inbox me. Yeah, it's Cecil Ortega. It's been a pleasure as always. And yeah, have fun most importantly. Alright, see y'all later. Bye.